The Watauga County Spotlight on Education show is brought to you by the orthodontal and pediatric offices of Drs. Mayhew, Scheffler, Kahn, and Hardaway.
Welcome to another edition of Spotlight on Education. I'm David Fonseca, Interim Superintendent of Watauga County Schools. With us today is Ms. Carter, Laura Carter, first grade teacher at Valley Cruces, and with her is a special guest, Sarrah Kitchell, if I'm pronouncing it correctly?
Sarrah Kitchell.
All right. So, Ms. Carter, first tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, well, my name is Laura Carter, and I've been living here in the mountains for maybe 23 years, and I grew up in Connecticut, and I did go to ASU for my master's, and I graduated from College of Charleston, and I've been teaching for around 19 years.
So, all right, young lady, you are a special award winner, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, tell us about that.
Well, I won the Western Regional Math Fair, and first place. When I figured out I had won, I screamed.
You did?
Yeah, I did a little jumping up and down.
As you should, because you should be excited. So what does that mean, Ms. Carter? What is that competition?
The Regional Math Fair is a way for children to shine in math, and it's like a science fair where they do a big trifold board, and they come up with a math question, and then they solve it through steps. And what, you remember, what was yours? Remember?
Can you describe your project?
What was yours?
It was the name of my project was Can You Taste a Ratio? In it, I had two ratios, A and B. And, well, A was stronger and B was weaker. I could taste the difference, but I wanted to know if other people my age could. So I surveyed my class, and they could.
You're a very well-spoken young lady. Now, who do you take after? Your mom? Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Give credit to your mom. Okay. Well, I know that mom is in the audience today. So tell us, Ms. Carter, about how do you hear about this type of competitions, and what is the motivation about exposing our students to this level of competition?
I actually heard about the competition from a kindergarten teacher last year who was Sarah's kindergarten teacher, and she let me know that Sarah wanted to get involved with the math fair, and Sarah was the only student in our whole school who participated in the math fair. Mm-hmm. She was so excited about it, and I talked to her kindergarten teacher, and she wanted to do it again this year, and so we brainstormed together, and we brainstormed with even a 7th grade teacher to come up with ideas that had to do with, at first we wanted to do baking, and then we talked about maybe a ratio for rice and water, and then Sarah started thinking of some other things, and we came up with, remember what you came up with?
Can you taste ratio?
Can you taste a ratio?
Can you taste a ratio, okay. Mm-hmm. So where do we go from now?
Now on May 1st, she's going to go to Raleigh, and she's going to show her project and compete again.
Okay.
As you can see, she is very excited. But next year, she's going to do this again. And
okay.
I think with her leadership that many other students are going to do it. So I bet we're going to see kindergartners, first graders, and her entire class of 2nd graders next year. I bet they're all going to participate.
Well, I think, Sarah, that you're going to be an inspiration to other students. And I think that with Ms. Carter's support, she's going to lead that effort as well. If you're just tuning in, this is Spotlight on Education for Watauga County Schools. I'm David Fonseca, Interim Superintendent. With us today, two very special people. One is a very young lady, Sarrah Kitchell, one of our students in 1st grade, and Laura Carter, one of our teachers at Valley Cruces School. So thank you again for being with us. Tell us a little bit about what you do for fun in school. Mm-hmm. It cannot all be math competitions, so what do you like to do?
Well,
uh-oh.
You like to do so much. What did you do right before you came to this interview? Do you remember that favorite thing you had in your hand?
Well, I read my absolute favorite book to the entire class.
Wow, what is your absolutely favorite book?
It's called Big Frog Can't Fit in This Book.
Big Frog Can't Begin. Okay, that sounds like a math project for next year.
Can't fit.
Can't fit in this book.
Can't fit in this book. All right. What else do you like to do?
Well.
What about outside of the school? What do you like to do outside of the school?
Well, I enjoy playing with my big sister,
Uh-huh.
and I'm a big fan of puzzles.
Big fan of puzzles. Okay, and playing with your big sister. I bet you like to run and climb and all kinds of playground equipment. Do you?
We really have 2 swings, a trampoline, and a treehouse in our backyard.
Oh, man. Can I come and visit? 'Cause I like to do those things too. No? All right. Miss Carter, what are the plans for when she goes to the state competition? What does that mean? Who is she competing against?
All the other first place winners in the state, and that's all I know so far. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is.
Okay.
And it's a K2 division, and then maybe 3-5, and I don't know. It might go all the way up to high school.
Okay.
And she is very excited to represent Watauga County.
Okay. What are some of the strategies that you use as a teacher to reach out this level of interest in math?
Well, I go by the children's interest, and I try to teach what I'm supposed to, but some children, like Sarah, thrive on learning even more. And so, like for math, we need to know in first grade the numbers up to 130. But there are people in the class now that can read 6,942 because of Sarah and her interests. So right now, we'll see big numbers, and because she can do it, they all want to read big numbers like that.
Like 3,600.
Just if you saw one, you could read one of those big numbers, like 123,642. But when the other children are inspired by big, hard questions, they want to answer them too.
For our parents or guardians that are watching and they have, maybe they believe that their child is also very gifted in math or in other areas, where do you suggest that they go in and look? Is there an internet website where they can go in and look for more information?
Right now we're trying a new site called First in Math, and it really shows the children just different things that they can do in math, but the parents can do it also, and it goes at your level. It keeps getting harder and harder. So if a parent and a child wanted to do it together, they could compete against other people in the state, but it also will work at whatever level they are.
Okay.
And we're trying that as a trial at Valley Crucis, but other schools in Watauga County do that.
Okay. We have about 2 minutes left, so we're going to wrap up this interview by asking you, young lady, what message do you have for your classmates? Because I'm sure they're going to watch this. What do you want to tell your class?
Well,
And maybe even your school. I don't know. Maybe they'll show it at the entire school.
I just wanted to say a special thank you to my class for being part of my project and helping me win this great prize.
Wow, that is very, very special, very sweet. You are very well spoken. I'm very impressed with you, and I think we're going to see a lot more of you.
I think so.
Ms. Carter, what message do you have for our students and our parents that maybe want to get more interested in what we're doing in our schools?
Just keep working, parents keep working with your children at home and find their interest, and if they're interested in puzzles, do as many puzzles as possible. I know TV is fun, but there's so many other things that you could do. Just keep working with your child every night and get involved in your child's education.
Okay. Well, thank you both for being here. This has been Spotlight on Education for Watauga County Schools, and we visited today with Laura Carter, one of our teachers at Valley Crucis, and a very special guest, Sarrah Kitchell, who is a recent winner and going on a state math competition coming up. For more information on any of these projects, you can always contact our school system at the number appearing on your screen or the website appearing also on your screen. Thank you so much for being with us.
The Watauga County Spotlight on Education show is brought to you by the orthodontal and pediatric offices of Drs. Mayhew, Scheffler, Kahn, and Hardaway.